Hello, gossipers. So, the Zeus Network, they're going to get more content that we don't want, right? The ratchet ghetto crap, which is Krishan and Blueface. And the reason why I'm saying this, after 2 years in prison, Blueface was released. Now, I don't watch any of the shows. I don't watch the baddies or whatever with Natalie Nunn and all these people. And the reason why I know these people because my mom. My mom, she's a watcher. And not only that, but when you stroll, say through social media, things like that, then they pop up. And sometimes it's hard to resist. When you see people acting out and you're saying to yourself, no, these people are not real. They are not real. No, no one would behave that way. But people do any and everything for money. And if that's what gains them money to take care of themselves or their family, not realizing that we live in America where the black community, the African American community, is stereotyped so badly that they lump everyone together. Now, I hear people say other communities don't go through that. Well, we don't know because if you look up at certain things or you're researching certain things, to me, it's like the algorithm knows what to send to you to look at. So you might have, let's say, Chinese people complaining that they're not treated fairly. We're not going to see that because we're not into looking at what Chinese people in this country is complaining about, because the way social media makes it seems is like they're white adjacent and they have no problem, they're accepted by white folks or whomever, so long as it's not a black person or African American, if you get what I'm saying. So a lot of time when I hear black people say on Instagram or social media, well, no one knows what we're going through. Of course not. They don't know what you're going through. But then other cultures also have their sites that they visit, and their sites might be telling them that they are the stereotypical group people don't like. But we, of course, as a black person or African American, we're not seeing that. We just know that we live in a country called America, where when it comes to racism, it derives from slavery. And so basically, if you see anything about races in this country, you're going to see black and white, because the history of the country is black and white, if you get what I'm saying. So anyways, with Blueface being released, Krishan Rock, she had his baby, his son. I think it's Krishan Rock Jr. I'm not sure. But he also has, I think Jaden, her name is, and kids with that woman, and they go back and forth and everything like that. So we're just going to read this quick article from BET. And it says Blueface released from prison after 2 year sentence. The rapper celebrated his freedom with a viral video and a message to fans, marking a new chapter following his 2 year incarceration. The rapper recently posted a video walking around shirtless and sharing how he's still that N word 2 years later, confirming the release. Now, if you see him now, he gained weight. I thought they said in prison, the food is not good, you're not being fed. But I guess if you have money to buy from the commissary, then you can gain weight. You can see that he gained weight. And he also has additional tattoos on his face, which is not attractive. But then again, he's the gang life, the gang culture. So that's what expected from people like him. And yes, I'm saying people like him because people like him do not represent all black people, all African American. So I'm going to say people like him, those who want to be in the gang culture and throw up signs, and instead of settling a argument, without violence, he's one of those people who look like he would throw down, just the way Krishan does when she's on these baddies and everything like that. But of course, she said she found God, so hopefully we'll see what happens. So let's continue with the read. He then issued a call to action to his followers, urging them to follow him before he makes his page private. Okay. His mother, Clarissa Staffold, recently told TMZ Hip Hop last month that she received a date for his release, but her son didn't want her to reveal it, explaining, he told her, "Don't be telling my exact date." She followed up sharing that they were days away from his release and how she has a homecoming party already in place for him, sharing that there will be tickets to purchase to attend. Why would you be selling tickets for his homecoming? Just be grateful that he's home. Now you're opening up this chaos of people who might not like him, have something against him, people showing up with GUNs and DURGS, things like that. We don't know, right? Like I said, he's from gang culture and everything like that. So why would you be selling tickets? You don't know if there's people out there that has a number on his head or stuff like that. Then you're gonna open this up. I'm guessing she'll have security and people like that patting people down. Ooh, no, not me. Far away from that. Then you're gonna wear bulletproof vests and I can only go by what's shown on social media, and not only social media, but what they post personally in their family drama. Sorry, then they're a family that gets down. So let's continue. She said, "I'm going to be picking him up with his kids. His girlfriend got us a limo, so I'm excited," she told the outlet. So who's his girlfriend now? Because I know he has, is her name Jaden, or he has kids with her and then Krishan. She further told the outlet she doesn't think there's anything she or his father is able to do but coach him and remind him of what happened in the past as much as we can. Okay. She continued, sharing how he will have to hold himself fully accountable for his actions and how she and his father, Jonathan Porter Sr., will do the same. If we see him start to move with the wrong kind of people and we know who those people are, we'll just remind him, was it worth it? Was it worth it? And he'll have to make that decision, she said. So that's the end of the article. It sounds like they themselves might have turned a new leaf from what I'm reading, which is a positive thing, saying that she continued sharing how he will have to hold himself fully accountable. And she said that if we see him starting to move with the wrong kind of people and we know who those people are, I mean, but then again, to have him come home and you're going to do a coming home party where people have to purchase tickets just to get in. I mean, that's a little bit too much. Why not just sit back, lay back, enjoy yourself, and wait until you go on a tour or someplace to enjoy? You know what I'm saying? Just relax. I know 2 years locked up. I think he was for 4 years, but he got out after 2. But just go spend time. I did see a video with him and Krishan. It looked like they were in a studio or somewhere, and he had his son with him. And he right now, I haven't heard of him not being a good father or anything like that. But hopefully the mother can not check on him because he's a grown man, but hopefully with they themselves changing how they live, I'm assuming. Because with Clarissa, some people are saying she's just in it for the money. She's just talking now, but she's a bad influence on her son. What's the word? Allegedly. But yeah, so gossipers, what are your thoughts? Blueface, he's out. And like I said, he looks different, gained some weight, additional tattoos, everything like that. But if he's like a Krishan and found God, can we see a new side to Blue? And that's what I'm saying. Like Lemmy, I think his name is, of Zeus Network. Were they there catching his release, and will they be at the party recording everything that's going on just to show it on social media on the Zeus network? And will they be getting into any altercation, him and Krishan, when things don't go right? People sometimes revert back to the nasty ways of what they were, and knowing right from wrong, but still, like, to prove a point, they would rather go the wrong route than just. Anyways, that's all I have to say, gossipers. What are your thoughts? Do you see Blue Sean? Oh my gosh. Do you see Blueface and Krishan peacefully co-parenting? And even with the other baby mother, do you see that? Or just give it time, we'll hear some kind of drama that's going on. Anyways, gossipers, tell me your thoughts. Please like, share. Let's grow our little channel. I'm also going to play a video at the end of this, so stay tuned until the end. Again, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching and listening.
And I got that DNA because somebody handed it to me. I don't know who handed it to me yesterday, but somebody handed me some DNA. I ain't gonna say who handed it to me, but somebody did. And I don't do it, but somebody did. Okay? And I'm gonna find out. And I think even if it ain't yours, and you find that you have a heart and you need to help him, that's on you. But I wouldn't be trying to go to jail for nobody that ain't mine. I wouldn't be risking my life for nobody that ain't mine. But if you find out that that's your baby, you do what you do, and I'm here to support you. Okay? I ain't gonna get beat up or go to jail with a girlfriend.
Yeah, just PSA, I didn't approve for no crackhead bitch to be around my kids, so I hope everyone's in the same place when I arrive. I'm on the way.